we're coming up to 100 years since World War I began, and Kathy Crowley and I were thinking about this centenary and wondering about the women in Australia who weren't off at war, weren't nurses travelling overseas, but who were here holding babies, families together, holding the fort. And we wondered what their life experience would be like during that really challenging time. They can expect a huge dose of reality for a start. We're really working hard to present the period as truthfully as we can. They can also expect drama as we deal with these relationships, but there's an injection of comedy in there because life is funny. Things happen in life that make us laugh, and we don't want it to be a deep, dark piece that is solely about depth and darkness. No, we want to look at the vast experience of life, that there is humour in even the saddest and most difficult of occasions. Well, we live in a fantastic city where we have marvellous resources. So the War Memorial has been invaluable to us. Kathy and I have spent some time there already, and to be able to hold letters that were written in England and France and other places that were sent back from a husband to a wife, and to be able to actually hold those and read those letters, to experience that, being that woman who received those letters has been an amazing experience. Also researching just through books, the internet, but the highlight so far has been these letters and mementos of the actual time. The term holding the fort is very common. We hear about it a lot. The women in Australia were holding things together. They were holding babies. They were holding themselves together. They had to just keep going, even if they felt like falling apart and dropping the bundles, so to speak. They had to hold it together. They had to be strong for the boys who were overseas. They had to hold together a community that really had a massive chunk of it missing. And so they had to pick up the pieces that weren't being held by the men, and they had to take their places. Even if they didn't take their places in work roles, they had to fill in that gap somehow. So these are the unsung heroines. They are. There's not a whole lot of credit given to these women, and yet they were. Because just from the clear fact that a whole lot of men had disappeared out of the country, the women who were left had to hold it all together.